Over the last couple of years, there has been a crazy trend on the internet called copywriting. Now, everyone supposedly is a copyright expert. Just because you've written 3 emails doesn't make you a copyright expert. And now the craze is going over into AI copywriting, which again, if you don't actually know copy and what is good copy and what is not good copy, you're not a copywriting expert. We also have to differentiate between writing and copywriting, which are 2 very different things. Hi, my name is Alex. I've been running a marketing agency for 7 years. I've worked with huge clients internationally and small businesses locally. This is a video about the difference between copywriting and actual writing. You might think writing is writing, and thinking how different can copywriting really be from any other writing. The truth is, copywriting is a very special breed of writing, especially when it comes to marketing and business. Let's start with some quick definitions. Copywriting is the art of writing text for advertising or marketing purposes, essentially words that sell. The word copy refers to the text itself, and copywriting's aim is to persuade the reader to take specific action, whether it's buying a product, signing up for newsletters, or clicking a link. It's been famously called a salesmanship in print, meaning it's like a sales pitch written out in words. In other words, copywriting is writing with a primary goal of delivering a conversion, a sale, a sign up, or some defined action. Writing, on the other hand, is a broader term. It can refer to many forms of written content that aren't necessarily trying to sell you something. A writer might compose a novel, a news article, a how-to blog, or a journalistic piece of news. The intent of general writing can vary widely. It might be to inform, entertain, inspire, or educate. For example, writing books and copywriting are 2 very different types of writing. Writing a book might need to build a story, you might need to build the characters, the world you're in, depending on which type of book it is, while the copy is answering objections, building up the product, finding a solution, and then getting them to do your desired action. Key distinction between 2 is, of course, intent. As one expert put it, copywriting and regular writing differ in their intent. A piece of general writing could aim to entertain, inspire, or inform. In copywriting, every word is chosen with the ultimate purpose of influencing the reader's decision, guiding them towards a purchase or an action. As you can see in every piece of copy you see on the web, every ad, every sales letter, it's all the same flow of content, all the same type of writing across every platform. Different goals and different techniques, because the goals differ and style of writing versus copywriting can be very different. Copywriting often uses bold, persuasive, and emotionally resonant language to prompt an action. Copywriters tend to write in punchy and economical style. Every sentence has a job to do. Usually the job is to keep you engaged. I don't remember who said it, but one of the famous copywriters, the only job the ad copy has for you is to read the second line, the next line, and the next line. It's to lead you down the funnel until you reach purchase. Copywriting often uses attention-grabbing headlines and addresses the reader's needs and pain points. Good copy is always audience-focused or action-oriented. Writing in general is more informational or storytelling and uses techniques for engagement and understanding rather than immediate conversion. A content writer or a journalist might spend more time explaining concepts, weaving narratives, or providing context. The language might be more neutral or educational. An informative article about 10 tips to improve your resume will call me, talk you through advice, and end with an encouragement to apply. The measure of success for writing in general isn't necessarily conversion or more sales, which ad copy or copywriting, the ultimate goal, the only goal you have is increase conversions, more sales. For a successful writer, that might be getting a story across, building a world, rather than getting a conversion. So let's go through a couple of examples. A blog post versus a sale page. You search for how to train your puppy and you find a blog post with lots of helpful tips. That article's job is writing to inform you and entertain you with a funny puppy story. Now, the same website, you see a sign-up page for Puppy Training 101 online course with a text that says proven methods to housebreak your pup in just 2 weeks. Join our course now. That text is copywriting. Its job is to persuade you to take action. The blog post builds on trust and interest. The sales page converts that interest into action. Another example might be a news article versus advertisement. Reading a news article about the latest smartphone release is an exercise in information. You get to see the specs, the quotes and analysis of the new product, but the advertisement for the smartphone you might see on the same page is experience the future, buy this phone today. That's copyright. The article doesn't ask for anything except your attention. The ad copywriting explicitly asks you for an action to be had. In short, writing is about delivering value and copywriting is about capturing that value. A common analogy in marketing is that content writing is laying the groundwork for nurturing a relationship, while copywriting is asking for the date or closing the sale. Both are necessary in your business and both are complementary to each other. In fact, effective marketing often uses them hand in hand. You first attract an audience with content, then you use compelling copywriting to convert that audience into customers. Content, regular writing, drives interest and organic traffic, and copywriting turns that traffic into interest. This actually matters and why the difference matters. So why should you actually care about the distinction between writing and copywriting? For one, if you're a business owner or marketer, knowing the difference helps you hire the right skill for the job. If your goal is to produce a technical manual or a thought leadership blog, you need a strong writer, but not necessarily a hardcore salesperson on paper. If your goal is to increase signups on your website or boost ad conversions, you need a copywriter. Someone who specializes in crafting a message that persuades. The difference between writing and copywriting means you won't try to hard sell when your audience expects just information or value, and you won't miss an opportunity to ask for the action when the goal is sales. So our key takeaway today is copywriting is a specialized form of writing with one main goal. It's to drive action and sales. It's writing with a particular mission in mind. Regular writing, like writing content or blogs, is more about sharing, educating, and entertaining without an immediate agenda. Both are forms of communication using written words, but they play different roles in your marketing mix. When you recognize which one you need in any given situation, your communication gets better. You might enjoy Hemingway's novels for inspiration, but when it's time to write your ad copy, think like a salesperson with a pen. Look at Joe Sugarman, look at David Ogilvy. Master the art of copywriting when you need to sell, and use good writing when you need to inform and engage. Knowing the difference will make all the difference in your marketing. And remember, not everyone online is a copywriting expert. Their course won't make you rich. Remember the difference between writing and copywriting, and craft your skill in whatever sector you're looking for. Hope this helps, or if you have anything to say, leave a comment. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.